his 28th goal of the season, Jacob Verana at his 6th. With a chance to tie or to win in the final 6 seconds, Kate Cunningham stripped before he could put the shot up, and the Pistons fell to the Knicks at home 104-102 and ended their 4-game homestand at 1-3. New York sweeping the season series. Detroit erased a 21-point deficit from the first half, but couldn't close it out. Their 8th loss in their last 10 games. The Final Four set for March Madness, North Carolina ending 15th-seeded St. Peter's run with a 69-49 romp. They'll move on to play Duke. And Kansas outscored Miami by 32 in their second half to win 76-50, and they'll battle Villanova in New Orleans. And Michigan hockey punches their ticket to the Frozen Four with a 7-4 win over Quinnipiac. And Western's run of the tournament ends after being blanked by Minnesota 3-0. At the Ticket Update Desk, I'm Chris Villar for more. Stay tuned to 97.1 The Ticket and Odyssey.com. Live from the Jamie Samuelson Studio, Stoney and Jansen on 97.1 The Ticket.
All Sarian for the vacation. Greg Hargrave, Heather Parks is here. John Jansen with us in the studio. It is another week. What's going on, party people?
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm doing well. It's good to see you this morning, Monday morning. How was your weekend?
Weekend was pretty interesting. Actually, call it interesting. It was a lot of fun just hanging out with old friends.
Yeah, you had a little bit of travels.
Yes. New York, New Jersey, hung out with some friends with the show, concerts. Southside Johnny and the Asbury Jukes. It's a small theater.
Okay.
And just hung out and watched games and bet on games. Gummies. Drank some stuff.
Some gummies.
Drank some stuff.
Drank some stuff, had some gummies. Had yourself a good time.
Gave myself a really good time. Got a decent amount of sleep.
So when you get the gummies, I'm unfamiliar with these. I know what they are, but do you go in and say, like, we had just talked about this off air, I think it was last week. I'd like to be happy, or I'd like to, I mean, because there's different strands, right?
Strands, yes.
Strands.
As you might remember, I don't partake in as much now, especially as you guys think I do. So I still had a few left from when I went up north this summer into the dispensary.
Oh, transporting across state lines.
Yeah, I can. Wow! Enough!
Sorry, I should have asked that question.
It's okay. Well, you put them in your little.
I gotta say it's illegal most.
I have medication.
Yes.
Legal
Yes. Well,
dosage.
and we all know your eyes. You've had some issues with your eyes.
Right,
So
well, I
it's
had
taken care of. It's
regular
medicinal.
medication, and it's in my little, like where I have my pills. Anyway, my gummy real vitamins too. I use gummy vitamins.
Okay. There you go. Yes. The Flintstones.
Yes.
They come in buff.
So anyway, for me, there's some people who use gummies, cannabis, whatever you want to say, to like fall asleep, to chill out. Things like
Okay.
that.
Yeah.
I'd rather get the time. It's called sativa, where it makes me kind of like happy and laugh. I laugh, and you get hungry, and that type of thing. That type of high. I'm not into like
So the sativa is
strain.
the strain. Okay.
It's called a strain.
Oh, it's a strain of marijuana, I believe.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's new to me. I'm ignorant on this stuff.
Oh, me too. Well, that's why I was asking, because I actually called them a
think-
strand.
Yeah,
It's not a
I
strand.
think it's like
Type strain sounds like a disease.
it could be.
Yes. It's
Like
a,
the
it's a
COVID
lower
gummies.
body injury.
It's Omicron too. Makes me happy. Yeah. So that was weird. Being in New York, and it was on this place, the City Winery, is this venue that's very close to the river, and you can across from the Hudson River is Jersey City, New Jersey. So this is Friday, and all of a sudden out of nowhere, people go, St. Pete won, and they're across South Johnny, they're in New Jersey, group or whatever, and so they start going St. Pete.
Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was fun, and other than that, back in the saddle again.
Yeah.
Very happy.
Good.
Yeah, there's so much stuff to talk about. You got the wings imploding, the close. You got the Final Four, and we'll get into the heavyweight boxing championship of the world between Will
Yes.
Smith and Chris Rock.
But that.
This weather is like a slap in the face too.
Yes,
Oh my
exactly.
goodness.
No, I got off the plane, and look, New York wasn't exactly balmy, but it was like in the upper 40s.
Right.
Yesterday, it was like, what, 20-something?
And the wind, it was evil.
Yeah.
The wind was awful, and if this had happened 3 weeks ago, I don't think I would have had any issue with it because we didn't get teased by the first, the weekend before. I think the first weekend of spring was nice, and then the weekend of spring was nice, and then yesterday it teased you because it wasn't necessarily, I think yesterday afternoon it was kind of sunny, but then you walked outside and that wind just bit right to the bone.
Yeah, I took Sam to a birthday party at Sky Zone in Camden, and I had stopped to get gas. I'm glad I had my winter coat. I thought I was done with my winter coat,
Yeah.
and busted it out yesterday. Also, just getting older. The cold just hits you different.
Oh, yeah. Yesterday, I was walking the dogs, and I didn't realize I was in sweatpants on,
Yeah.
with a coat, but still, the legs were freezing. It was ridiculous.
What do you do in the winter? You wear snow pants?
No, I usually have jeans or whatever. I just want it's when you're not expecting it, it feels
Yes.
worse.
Yes. Yeah.
Just like you're not expecting a hockey team to give up, 7 or more goals 9 times in the season.
Oh my goodness.
Wow, that's like embarrassing. It's like just let the season end. And you know what? If they fire Blash, love him. He's a great guy. Just end his misery too, because it's just brutal. And the Pistons had a really good chance to get a win up in the standings, but
Well, I think the big thing with the Wings, what is this, the third time in 17 games?
yeah, they gave up 10 to Toronto, they gave up 9 to Arizona, and they gave up 11 last.
And you look at his stats, and you don't want to go. I know a lot of this is some on the defense. Sider's playing well, but the Nedeljkovic, long term, probably not the guy.
No, probably not. And hopefully
His numbers are not
there.
good.
Yes.
And I know it's not all on him, but what was it, a 2-year deal?
Yeah, and they have the kid, Kosa. He's definitely not ready yet.
And overall,
That's-
I like what Yzerman has done here, but I think we're nearing, it's gone, everybody's talking about the Lions, and even the Pistons, they're going to have a high pick again, and the Tigers prospects, but we're getting to this place where we should be out of the bottom with all these teams.
We should be, but you listen to Yzerman, and he's not doing the Ken Holland 10-year plan, but he, kind of believes for you to really be legitimate to win a Stanley Cup, it's going to take a greater portion of a decade.
Yeah, but
It's a 5+ year thing.
Yes, exactly.
But you do need, we credit him and very little criticism towards him. That it looks like this Nedeljkovic thing was a swing and a miss.
Yeah,
There was a lot of-
early it was really good. He was like, you talked about him with Brandon Sider for Rookie of the Year because he didn't play enough games in the regular season last year. But yeah, he's been bad.
Well, there could be a lot of young players. It could be a wall being hit here.
Yeah.
It's just, I just think it's worth at least raising half an eyebrow.
Oh, absolutely. And the defense that has been awful as well. To be fair, he created most of it, right? I mean, these are mostly Yzerman guys, mostly, not all.
Well, we felt, I think, up until the last month or two, that this team had a chance to really legitimately contend for a bottom playoff spot next year.
Yeah.
I think that might be a little premature. Depends what they do.
Right, depends what happens. The kid Evanson in Sweden that Yzerman was talking to us about, everybody seems to think he's going to be maybe close to making the team next year.
Yeah.
We just have this thing in general with all 4 teams where we feel like they're starting to almost knock on the door.
Yeah, exactly.
And
That's true.
it seems like patience is going to need to be required for almost all of them.
Yeah.
A little bit more.
I think the Tigers, the expectations are a little
Above 500.
yeah, there are some people, with the extra playoff spot, they should be a playoff team. And I won't go there yet. They're like a year away from that.
I need to see what April looks, or what is the first month of the season looks like.
Correct. And, and the Pistons, look, there are times where they've looked like the Red Wings, where they've given those games where they got completely blown out. And then they've lost a lot of close games. They've beaten a decent amount of good teams. And the young players are getting better, and that's the goal.
Can I, I'll make an analogy. I want to know if you guys like this. So it's like Shawshank Redemption. The teams have been in prison, right?
Oh, yeah.
And then Red gets out. But he hasn't made it, the teams haven't made it to the tree yet
No.
to find the note to go to San Guantanamo. You can agree with that?
A little bit. It's a stretch, but I like it. And they're all for the same way.
I'm not really feeling it. Sorry, Gov.
Thanks, John.
No, but I do get the fact that, you've got to be able to get that next step. Like, they're basically all reworking the wheel. And they've got to figure out, okay, what is going to get us down the road a little bit further? What is going to get us over the top? And I think right now, the team that is going to have the chance to do it first, or at least next, is obviously the Tigers.
Yeah.
So it's, that's where...
But
that's where our hope is.
Torkelson and Green, they haven't even debuted.
Right.
I know.
So
That's why I said our hope
Raymond
is.
and Sider have debuted. Like, whoa, pump the brakes here a little bit.
I totally agree. That's another reason why I think they should have gone after Minaya and Montez more in a trade to beef up that pitching staff.
Can I give a shout out? And I don't do this, you know that, especially Stoney, to my son,
Sure.
Connor. Second place in the All-Star Skills competition on Saturday in
right.
shooting.
Nice.
Absolutely lit it up. Scored 34 points in a minute.
Basketball, he had the rack like he was Bird when he in the three-point
It wasn't
contest.
a rack necessarily,
I know.
but no, just they had you got different points from different distances, and he lit it up.
Were the
Yeah,
balls
well, you
all
gotta
planted there, and he just had to go and
We
pick
got
them up?
it was rebounding. 3 balls in play.
Yeah, because
Okay.
you got to be older to get the rack.
Yes.
Nice.
Yes.
You do. By the way, speaking of shout-outs, I watched a little bit of this Michigan hockey last night.
Hell yeah.
Boy, you talk about almost a major gag job. They were up 4-0, and then next thing you know, the third period it's 4-3.
You scrambled
And
around.
then, look, I know not that many people watch it. The Quinnipiac coach pulls the goalie down 1. They have all the momentum in the world with 4 minutes left. He pulls the goalie. Wolverines get 2 empty net goals.
Yeah.
Really. I mean, going and being aggressive is one thing. That was...
If it works, everybody's talking about how aggressive he is. And
that's
obviously didn't.
All right, the telephone number, 248-539-9797. Coming up next, we have Final Four is set, and there were fireworks in Hollywood last night. Heather will have all of that, plus some of the other news coming up. It's the Stoney and Jansen Show here on 97.1.
Hey, we're down to 4 teams, and it's going to be outstanding. A great build-up for the week, and right now, FanDuel Sportsbook is giving new customers a $150 instant bonus guaranteed. You can place your bet on those brackets, and you get $150 in bonus site credit, and all you have to do is place your first bet of $5 or more. How you bet the bracket is completely up to you. You get the money line, totals, prop bets, anything you want. Just find out on the app. Join FanDuel today with promo code Jansen. Then you can place your $5 bet to score $150 in bonus site credit, and it is guaranteed. That's promo code Jansen. FanDuel Sportsbook is the official partner of 97.1 The Ticket. Must be 21 or over and present in Michigan. First online real money wager only. $10 first deposit required. Bonus issued is now withdrawable site credit that expires in 14 days after receipt. Restrictions apply. See full terms at Sports.